Hey guys, Ileana here. I hope this is actually on my face. I'm looking right at you and looking at a reflection of myself in the camera mirror. But I wanted to do a little update for you guys about everything that's going on with me having COVID and such and such. Of course, I am clear to go back, clear to be at work. I've been at work for almost 4 weeks now. Today that I am recording this is actually the 6th, and it's about 4 a.m. in the morning on the 6th. I was supposed to go to work yesterday. Again, that time difference is a little confusing. I work at night, so I was supposed to go to work yesterday at 6:30, and it was a no. It was a no for me. Um, oh my gosh, just so much is happening. I'm starting my new job Monday, the 8th, February 8th. Am I saying the right month? I hope I'm saying everything correctly. Sometimes things have lately just been coming out of my mouth and they come out of my mouth the correct way or the wrong way. I don't know. That's one of the situations we're gonna talk about. It's very emotional. This has been a very emotional ride for me these last couple months. This has been an interesting experience since I'm sorry, I'm looking over here at my cat. He's like falling asleep, but he's doing weird stuff. I wish I could turn the camera on him, but if I did, then he would just move and not do it. So I look like a crazy person either way. Uh, he's falling asleep and his eyes are going like, oh, like, oh. I can't do it, but he's trying to fall asleep and now he's just like, why are you talking to yourself? Can you please stop? But I'm trying to do a video. He's just distracting me. Where were we? So let's start off with the COVID vaccine. We're going to talk about separate things here. Let's talk about the COVID vaccine. Because ultimately, that's kind of why I missed work. It's been a whole thing. So, with COVID, my biggest struggle was because of my asthma. My asthma is pretty bad, but it was manageable. I got COVID. It wasn't manageable. It's been really horrible. My asthma has been really horrible. Even after COVID, it's horrendously messed up my asthma, and it's not good for me. I can't breathe. I can't move. Your muscles need oxygen. There's a lot of complications to when your body doesn't have oxygen, and that's the big problem with COVID. Your brain messes up, your lungs mess up, your muscles mess up. It's not good for you. And when something isn't functioning correctly in your body, the rest of your body puts that much more energy into trying to function. So a couple of days ago, last week, I was on light duty for 2 weeks when I returned back to work, and it was good. It was good. I thought I was gonna be fine. I'm like, it's okay. I'm a little tired, but I gotta push myself, and I was doing good. I went back to work. The first day was fine. Then I had 3 days off. And then I went back to work. The second day back on my floor was fine. And then I worked 2 days back to back. The third day that I went back, I was not fine. I really not physically on the outside hurt myself, but I know I pushed myself. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know, but it was bad. It was bad. I knew I was starting to feel sick while I was at work. I made it through the whole entire 12-hour shift, and really it's not 12 hours. It's like 12 and a half to 13 hours depending on when you get in and when you clock out and all of that. If you work in healthcare, you all know what I'm talking about. So, I get home and throughout the day because I think it's like a 6 hour difference that I can take my breathing treatment that I started at the end of my COVID situation by the time that my breathing treatment machine came in, which basically it has my inhaler medication, except it's more and it can slowly be put into my system for a longer period of time. It's a whole explanation, my breathing treatment. So I had to take 3 of them in order for me to just function again. I was that tired. And that didn't solve my breathing problem. That just helped me function. So I um yeah, so after that I had this massive pain in my chest, because that's not concerning. I had this massive pain in my chest, and in order to ease that, I did take ibuprofen and put a heating pad. I slept on my stomach with the heating pad on my chest, and that did help me, aside from doing everything else that I've been doing, taking all my medication, drinking lots of tea, which I love, um, doing all of that to help relieve the pain that I was in. But it was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. And I had 2 days off from work between my last shift and then the following shift, which was on Tuesday. Today is now Saturday, so back on Tuesday. Um, yeah, so I was just like, I know I'm still achy. I don't know how much longer I can go, but I'm gonna try and go to work. This is my last week. I personally, I think everybody should just do your best at work for your own sake. You know what I'm saying? It's a reflection on you. And yeah, so I really wanted to work my last week. But I mean, I just can't. I can't mentally and physically. It's really bad. So anyways, I on Tuesday I went into work, and by midnight it started coming again. It was hurting. It was beating me up. And I just told myself, telling myself, like, I'm just like, okay, just start at 3 a.m. We have our, all of our rounding that we do at different times. And so at 3 a.m., I'm like, I'm gonna go at 3 a.m. These are good people. They really don't need a lot of changing. Some of them need a little more help, but for the most part, I had a really good group. And I did. I finished my stuff pretty fast. And I was just like, okay, I can't do this anymore. So, I asked him if I could leave, and I left at about 4 a.m. I didn't finish my shift, which I did pretty good. I only had about 3 hours left, anyways, because I normally leave around 7 a.m. at a normal time. And yeah, I did really good. I did really good, but on a regular basis, it doesn't look good when you have to leave work early. So, whatever. I had a legit excuse. It was horrible. Oh my god. Uh, so yeah, I left, and then I had Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I had 2 days off, and then I needed to go to work on Friday. Didn't happen. Thursday, talking about the COVID vaccine. We're finally getting there, guys. Oh my god. Getting to the COVID vaccine, my second COVID vaccine was scheduled for this past Thursday, which was the 6th? No, the 4th. It was the 4th. February 4th. February 4th was when my second vaccine was scheduled, and my first shot was horrible. So this is kind of a weird explanation. We're getting into it now. So, if you did not have antibodies with your first vaccine, which the majority of people don't, you will do pretty good with the first vaccine. You won't have symptoms. The majority of people won't have symptoms with the first vaccine. Now, 2 weeks later, you're still going to have antibodies from the first vaccine. So that's why when you get the second vaccine, the majority of people will have symptoms. The majority of people will only have mild symptoms, not severe symptoms. So this is the situation. So my doctor wanted me to get the vaccine, so that's why I went ahead and got the vaccine. Originally, doctors and scientists and yada yada did not want you to get the vaccine if you had recently had COVID because they didn't know how you're going to react to it. Now that we know how you're going to react to it, they're like, go ahead and get the vaccine as soon as possible. So that's what I did. Went ahead and got my first shot. I had side effects from it. And they were, I would say, describe them as flu symptoms. I definitely would describe those as flu symptoms. I'm trying to think what was the first thing that, when you originally get the shot in your arm, like at that moment, it's nothing. Easiest vaccine you will ever receive. At that moment, I'm just telling you my experience, okay? Sorry if I'm too close. I'm so sorry if I'm too close. But let me see something, guys. It's where, oops, I'm having a day. I'm having a day. But I just ruined things. I just ruined things. Okay. So where was I? Oh my god. If you, oh my god, what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I remember. I kind of remember. I was talking about, okay, when you first get the shot, it feels like nothing. And then this literally happened. About 12 hours later, my arm hurt. My muscles, like this whole, I don't know if you can see what's happening, but this whole muscle in my arm, it hurt so bad. I couldn't lift my arm. It hurt that bad. Like going like this, like stretching over, it hurt horrendously. It was really bad. And then that was, like I said, after 12 hours. That's when that started happening. Then within the next 12 hours is when I started having, being a little achy, feeling like I have chills, basically feeling like I had the flu. Like, oh my god, like, I feel sick, I feel chilly, I feel achy. I didn't have a fever, but either way, I did not want to move for 2 days. I just wanted to lie around. I was curled up in a ball with a blanket. That was that. Okay, wasn't that bad. Normally, even with the flu vaccine, I don't get that way. So with this vaccine, I did. Well, 2 weeks later, what's this shirt? 2 weeks later, I go to get my second one, and it was a lot worse. You know, I was kind of hoping that maybe it would be the same and maybe my body would be used to it. Like it wouldn't kick my butt because my body was used to it. And no. So everything happened faster and it happened worse. This time with the symptoms, I really felt like I had a mild case of COVID. That's what it felt like. I had a mild case of COVID. And of course, I got it on Thursday. And within a few hours, instead of like that 12-hour difference, within a few hours, my arm, I still feel like a huge knot where they put the vaccine in, but like my hand's cramping so bad. But like I can lift my arm now that it's Saturday morning. So I'm really bad with time. Oh, it's been over 24 hours since I got my vaccine then. It's been over 24 hours, 36 hours. It's probably been about 36 hours since I got my vaccine that now I can lift my arm and I still feel like there's a knot in my arm. but I can move my arm. Um, but no, the rest of it, the aches and pains and being able to move around was so much worse. I'm kind of hoping that it'll be gone. Either way, um, I was not going to work like that on Friday. So now that it's Saturday, I think after being beat up for a whole week, I think I'm good to go to work for my last day, which I am glad about. I mean, for the fact that I don't want to go to work and have a panic attack, but I want to go to work on my last day. That's just the way I am, you know? But I got a good rest. I didn't want to kill myself before I start my new job. So, as every shift, I am just hoping that my last shift goes well and I get to go home and it's not that crazy and I'm not that beat up after work on a daily, regular basis. And yeah, then I have Sunday off and I start my new job on Monday. So it's a lot. I'm really excited, really nervous. The usual when it comes to starting a new job. But this COVID experience has been a lot for me. I'm not excited about the 12-hour shift. Let's see how that goes because it was not good. I need to bring my heating pad with me because just in case. I can't bring my breathing treatment machine with me. It feels like my inhaler's barely doing anything. It's horrible, guys. It's horrible. So, talking about after effects, I think they call it post-COVID. Post-COVID is what they're calling. I shared it on my Facebook. But basically, chest pain, trouble breathing, trouble sleeping because of all of it. Your brain not working properly, which I can't think of what it's called, but no, that's totally been me. Like things not coming out correctly. Basically, I feel like my brain is as if I'm exhausted. And I mean, I am exhausted, but at the same time, like I'm getting way more rest than other moments where I have been really exhausted and my brain was running slow. I don't know how to properly explain it. If you guys know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, but I don't know how to properly explain it. Either way, I feel like my brain should not be moving as slow as it has been, and it's already February. That's it. It's almost been 2 months since I was diagnosed with COVID, and I just want everything to be over with. And I just know that with the condition, the state that I'm in, I can't do my job as a CNA, and so I am currently completely leaving being a CNA, which I'm going to miss my job. You know, there's a lot of fun moments with it, but you really need to have a good team behind you. You need to have a lot of mental strength. And if you have a very negative team behind you, it's not going to work out. I'm just telling you right now, you're going to really hurt yourself. It's not good. And you can easily move to a different section in the hospital. You can move to a different hospital. You can do this and that. But the fact is, like, I was putting in job applications and doing interviews, and I just didn't like what was happening. And that's a whole nother explanation, but I just knew that none of it was the best fit for what I need right now, and I just needed to completely leave at the moment. So that's that. I don't know if I missed anything. If you want me to, if you have a question, just put it down in the comments, and I can answer you there. And I know I've had so many COVID videos, so just know I'm fine. I'm obviously here. I'm breathing poorly, but I'm still breathing. And stay safe, wear a mask. COVID is still out there. It's bad. Don't get it. It's not just like the flu. It's horrible. You might be the unlucky person who winds up like me or worse. Please don't put yourself in that situation. It's still really bad consider the vaccine. Not everybody can get the vaccine, that's a fact. I hope you're seeing a doctor that you can trust and they can advise you appropriately. Not everybody can get the vaccine. So that's that. Like, everybody's just like, everybody needs to get the vaccine. No. There's side effects, health concerns, yada yada. Just everyone needs to wear a mask. Stop spreading it, please. It's bad. I obviously got mine from work because I work on a COVID unit, but it's bad. It's bad, it's bad, it's bad, and I feel bad for all the people in the hospital because it's bad. And I see them on a regular basis, and now I'm not going to see them, and life's going to be very weird because I am traumatized. Until then, thanks for watching this video. Stay safe. Bye, guys.